This is breaking news.
And breaking news this hour, the search for the wanted felon in Lee County has been suspended after 2 days of searching for him. Multiple police agencies were on the ground and on the water this afternoon in the Creekside area after spotting Keyshawn Dye in the creek earlier today. We thank you for joining us today at 4. I'm Carla Heath-Sands. Now take a look at your screen. Keyshawn Dye is the wanted felon who ran from police yesterday, sparking that massive manhunt. Today, we learned the search focused on the Creekside area after someone spotted Dye in a creek earlier today. WALB News 10's Caitlin Barker joins us live. And Caitlin, you spoke with some of the residents who spotted Dye in their backyard.
Yes, those neighbors told me a very remarkable story. They didn't want to speak on camera, but they told me that they were looking out of their back window when they saw something that they thought was an alligator. And then they looked a little closer and they said, that looks like a human. And the homeowner told me that he didn't waste any time. He didn't go to investigate. He immediately called police. Now, authorities have been searching for Keyshawn Dye for the second day since 8 a.m. this morning, and they suspended that search at around 2:30 this afternoon. But they tell me that even though they don't have boots physically on the ground, they are still following up on leads. They're looking at business surveillance cameras. They're speaking with locals and also asking locals that if you see something, to say something. Call 911 immediately. If you see Keyshawn Dye in your area, don't approach him. They say don't go searching for him, but if you see him, make sure to call 911. Now, the interesting thing about Keyshawn being found in the Kitchafoonie Creek area was that he knows that area better than anyone because he actually grew up there. So I spoke with Chief Deputy Lewis Harris, and he told me that he wouldn't be surprised if someone was helping him, if he had friends in that area. So he says that at this time, authorities are doing all they can, but they're asking the public that if they see something, to reach out to them. Now, as always, we will continue to provide updates on this story. Keyshawn Dye at this time is still on the run. They still are looking for him, and we will provide updates on this search as they become available. I'm Caitlin Barker reporting live in Lee County for WALB, your hometown news source.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Now, several law enforcement agencies spent a great deal of time over the past 24 hours looking for Dye. WALB News 10's Greg Lloyd brings in more information about that scope from our newsroom on the search. Greg?
We've learned a lot more today about the search for Dye in the past 24 hours, specifically the areas that authorities have focused upon. We know from talking to the Dougherty County Sheriff's Office that the initial traffic stop where a deputy tried to pull over the vehicle that Dye was riding in happened along the Liberty Expressway, not too far from Lido Road. In fact, we're told it happened just shy of the Dawson Road split. Now, from that area, we're told that Dye jumped out of the car as it was still moving. Authorities say that he then scaled the fence that runs along the Liberty Expressway, crossing onto Lido Road, and ultimately making his way to ABC Nursery, where they say he used the property to cut across. We know that a great deal of the search time yesterday afternoon was spent in the Palmyra subdivision, and that makes sense because it does run up the property, the woods run right up to ABC Nursery. And so while they were in that area, authorities were searching on the ground and in the air, and they focused particular attention when we were there yesterday afternoon along Hardwood Lane, and they were looking behind a home there in some woods. Now, we want to show you this. From Hardwood Lane this morning, the search was suspended yesterday evening, but it started up again on Fussell Road this morning. So we want to show you how close that is, not far at all, as we just look at our map here. And from Fussell Road, which is here on this map, they then went to Creekside Drive, where we're told just after 11 o'clock, someone reported seeing Dye running out of the Kitchafoonie Creek. That's where most of the search has been concentrated today, and where authorities have spent most of the day before winding it up today. So we'll continue to follow this very closely and let you know the latest on WALB News 10 and on WALB.com.
All right, thanks so much. And now is the time for you to download WALB News 10 app. We have extensive team coverage on the search for the missing felon It is free in your app store, and there you can watch our newscast live when you're away from home. Just remember to turn on those push alerts so that you do not miss the latest.